Right guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we are showcasing not one but two fantastic new codexes sent for us to preview courtesy of Games Workshop, so massive shout out to them. I don't play either of these armies, so this was a bit of an issue. Bryn has very kindly lent me his Thousand Suns army. He doesn't have a lot of models, but we are going to put a handful of things on the table and get an army out there. And Carl has Grey Knights, so Carl is round to, that's the dog by the way, to hopefully have an epic game with these. There's a lot changed in these books, guys, even weapon profiles and everything, stratagems, warlord traits, there's so much. The allegiance abilities are different to what you know, so go and check them out, make sure you read them. This is going to be a difficult game for us, there's a lot to take in. On both sides, in fact, but we're hopefully going to have a really good game. Now, these are available to pre-order right now, guys. If you can, please order them from Battle Bunker. Justin is very kindly sponsors the channel, and he offers some great discounts on things to buy. So go and check him out. And of course, thank you very much to all the Patreons, in particular, of course, Bryn and Carl, for allowing me to continue doing this. I really appreciate it, guys. And if you would like to support us in any way, you can either become a YouTube member or become a Patreon. The links will be in the description down below. I really do appreciate it, guys, and it enables us to keep putting armies out there on awesome battlefields and stuff as well. So without further ado, let's go have a look at both of these armies and see what they can do. So here we go. I am playing Thousand Suns and I'm very nervous. Massive shout out, of course, to Bryn for loaning me his army. And I've chucked a couple of my Zinch Demons in to round off to 1850 points. So this army has been on the channel before, but back in 8th edition when you could actually use a Supreme Command, Bryn used to run it with 3 Sorcerers in it. And then a Demon Prince in a battalion. So I am running Cult of Duplicity. Which gets me access to a relic, a psychic power, and a very specific warlord trait. And I'm running a battalion. So, not my warlord is Araman. He's running some pretty tasty psychic powers of Glamour of Zinch, Presage, and Baleful Devolution. The warlord, however, will be this Exalted Sorcerer. He is the warlord, like I said. He's going to take Sorcerer's Facade and Twist of Fate as his spells. Interestingly enough, Araman doesn't have the cult keyword, so he can't take any of the psychic powers or anything from any of the cults as far as I can see. So that's why the Exalted Sorcerer is my warlord. He's got Master Misinformator, which is redeploy D3 units before the first turn, but after deployment, Carl.
We got the same thing.
Okay. And he's got the Perfidious Tome. I can get a command point on a 4+, but if I roll a 1, you get a command point, Carl.
Lovely. I can do with them.
Yep. Araman also is not on his disc. Bryn's is modelled with the disc. I didn't have the 20 points, and honestly, I don't think the 20 points is worth it to just give him a bit more movement.
And he would have become a demon, which is bad against Grey Knights.
Fair enough. This guy here is one of Bryn's converted sorcerers, but I'm going to use him as the Infernal Master, which is essentially a Thousand Sun Chaplain that can also cast 1 spell. Okay. So he's took the Prayer of Malefic Maelstrom. That's pretty tasty. You'll see what that'll do hopefully very soon. And he's took Temporal Surge as his spell. We've then got 3 × 10 Rubricae Marines. 2 squads armed exactly the same with bolters and a Soul Reaper cannon in each. The Aspiring Sorcerers each have a Warp Flame pistol, and there's an Icon of Flame in each one, which gives me an extra, I don't remember the name of the points, Kabbalistic point in the Psychic phase, which is going to be very handy. It allows you to do tasty little things in the Psychic phase. We've also got a squad of 9 Flamers, Carl.
9
Flamers. 9 Flamers, and the Aspiring Sorcerer has a Hand Flamer as well.
Lovely.
Yes, very lovely. So On squad 1, we've got Doombull. On squad 2, we've got Empiric
Did
Guidance.
Chaos Flamers get upgraded to 12 inch as well?
Yeah.
Didn't they?
And then the squad with the Flamers have Pyric Flux, which basically makes them Flamers strength 5.
Tasty.
Yes, very tasty indeed. We've got a Zangor Shaman on disc. We've got 6 Enlightened with bows, and then to round out the points, because Bryn didn't quite have enough, I've gone for 4 Zangors. They all have the staves. We've then got a Mauler Fiend with Hades autocannons and the plasma spit cannon thing from his mouth. We've got a Predator Destructor with 2 heavy bolters, and we have a Flying Turkey. Because everyone loves a turkey.
Everybody does.
And that comes to 1849 points, Carl. And here's Carl's Grey Knights. It's been a while since he's been on the channel, Carl. I haven't seen you in, like, I don't know, 18 months.
Last time I brought the Grey Knights as well, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So thank you very much for doing this preview game.
No problem.
But you've got a very quick little rant about this guy.
Yeah. Okay, so this guy has here the most powerful thing in the whole universe, the most powerful weapon, the Sword of Antwer, right? And he is completely in control of it. It whispers to him all the time, trying to let its power out and stuff. So he's the only body capable of holding this sword. It even has on his flag a chained sword. The new guy who has moulded the new sculpt has also put this on his banner, but then he's put flames coming out of the sword. So it's not Crow, it's like a little Robert Girlyman, you know what I mean?
Because he's not in control of
Yeah,
the sword.
because he's not in control of the sword.
Which breaks law.
Yeah, it breaks law, but it looks cool. And, I mean, if you're somebody who was on the fence, or maybe I want to try Grey Knights or whatever, and that sword and the coolness of the figure made you want to try, then that's cool. Let me know in the comments. I'd love to discuss it with some people.
But he's also pretty good in game.
Yeah, 90 points. It's ridiculous, guys. It is absolutely ridiculous, guys. I haven't got his weapons profile on me right now, but he's got mortal wound output on 6s in addition to his already 2 damage. I think it's -3 +1. This sword is insane with 6 attacks. I honestly don't understand how he's 90 points. I don't get it. He's way too good. He's got 3. He's got Smite, Purifying Flame, and an additional thing, which for me I've chosen. Where's Crow? Ghostly Bonds. So that's a new spell, just come out, and it's any enemy within 18 inches, you half the movement.
That's very nice.
Yeah, so he's going to be good for chasing people down. If Mr. Harry here has people that he wants to get on an objective, I'm going to stop him, okay?
Okay, so what about your librarian? Is he the warlord, by the way?
No, the warlord's the Grandmaster and the Nemesis.
Alright, okay. So what's your librarian up to?
So the librarian was just there because I had spare 100 points. And he provides 2 spells per turn, which is unusual. A lot of them have a lot of spells, but they only cast once. Librarian can cast twice, so it's very useful. So he's just there to change the tides of the warp, which is the same as it used to be, but
the tides are
are completely different. This is not the same as it was in 8th. I love the 8th army. It's very interesting what they've done to it in 9th. But it's a little bit too specialised against Psychers, I think. I don't know. Anyway, you'll see in game. I should change the tides a few times depending on what's happening. And the other one I gave him was the Imperium Amplification. So 12 inches, I select one of Harry's units, and then against that unit you have +1 damage for Nemesis and Psi weapons. So
it's horrible considering all his dust.
Yeah.
That's not nice.
Yeah, so in combat it's going to help, in shooting it's going to help. Yeah, there's no downsides to it, really. Yeah.
Certainly against Thousand Suns, they get that +1 save for 1 damage. And what's your Grandmaster up there?
Okay, so the Grandmaster in the Dread Knight armour, he is my warlord. I have given him the Sigil of Excellence, which means if he is chosen as a target of one of your shooting, and you're going to blow him up, I can just remove him once per game. I can just remove him and place him somewhere else.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if I slip up, if I misposition him, he's safe. Okay, he also has... Oh, sorry, I forgot to mention. Big change. All of the Brotherhood's psychers have changed. So they don't have the +1 to cast and stuff, and they don't have the smites anymore. What they got instead is they've each got a unique Brotherhood, like the Thousand Sun got the Cabals and the Cults. So these, I went with a Silver Sword because my thing, the Crimson Chronicle, they all have silver swords. So I went with that, and so they all have a spell, which is Temporal Accuracy, which changes all their bolt weapons to pistol weapons. So him as the Warlord leader, I've taken his Brotherhood Warlord trait. So Martial Perfection, which is the same as Crow, which means he'll always fight first. And what is it? He'll always fight first. Oh, and he rerolls his hits.
Nice.
Which is very good with the Nemesis Hammer, because the Nemesis Hammer's -1 to hit.
Absolutely.
And obviously, being in a Dread Knight armor, he also decreases in profile.
Yeah.
So when you got that, you just it's insurance, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
For the points you paid. So for my elite choices, I brought a Brotherhood Ancient. He's not a Paladin Ancient, he's Brotherhood Ancient. So he's just going to get +1 attack to all core units.
Yeah. Interesting point. Dread Knights are core.
Yeah, Dread Knights are core, yeah. So you could give +1 with rerolls and... Oh, hey. Yeah, there's some nasty combinations. The Oh, sorry. What's his thing? I give him Vortex of Doom.
Oh, nice.
That's also changed. I hope it comes up in the game. We'll see that when it comes to it. The Apothecary, I have given Sanctuary. A bit of an obvious choice for him. Sanctuary's changed. It's now a 4 invul. It's not a +1 invul. It's just a straight flat 4 invul, which is great if you've got squads of like 10
Terminators.
Marines, even.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? If you've got a squad of 10 Marines, each having 2 wounds, because they've got 2 wounds now, and a 4 invul, yeah, shift them. So yeah, and he also has what he's got equipped, which is the Nemesis Demon Hammer.
Nice.
So that'll be a nice thing. On to the troops. So I have 3 squads of Terminators, each equipped with different weapons. So I brought 1 unit of halberds, 1 unit of swords, and 1 unit of falchions.
And is that a side cannon in every squad?
Yeah, a side cannon in every single squad. Now, the big change to troops is you don't... Well, actually, any core unit, you no longer get to decide what psychic powers they have. GW have chosen them for you. You get to choose the Brotherhood, and every member of that Brotherhood has that psychic power, which in my case is Temporal Accuracy, which makes all your bolt weapons turn to pistols. So, all of these have that, they have Smite, and they have whatever GW gave them. For the troop choices, they've only given them Hammer Hand. So
that's on the Terminators
and the Strike Squads.
Yeah.
So you're stuck with that. They've got rid of the flexibility like they did with a few other armies. So you're kind of stuck in your ways. I'm not happy with it because you can only cast each spell once.
Yeah.
Which is a big problem. Apart from your Brotherhood spell in the Tide of Escalation. That's the only one you can spam. But you have to be in the Tide, and it will obviously give +1 to your cast. And
then you've got, what, like 3 Interceptor squads?
And then I've got a full load of Interceptors, yeah. Each of those, they have lost the Teleport Shunt. They used to have a Teleport Shunt. However, I think they've got a buff, if I'm honest with you, because the spell that they have to take is a new spell. It was a spell for the Dominus discipline, or the Domina, or whatever it's called, for the HQs in the last one. However, it's gone on to them now in the Sanctic discipline, and they can shoot and then move.
Oh.
So actually, you're looking at a load of Marines with 24-inch movement.
Okay. So my question to you, right, after looking at your army,
Yeah.
why are you not running a squad of 10 Terminators and a squad of 10 Inceptors?
Mate, I was asked to do this on short notice. I have been thinking about it all day, and I could not change my list.
If you want to change it before we deploy, you are welcome to do so.
I've made it the way it is, and I've got my helmets all coloured.
Okay.
If I'd wanted it like that, I mean, I do now, but I would have added the corresponding colours to it. I made a mock up. However, guys, squads of 10 of these. I think you're just going to need one squad of 10 of these in every single game. I think they're going to be brilliant. I really do. In an objective securing game with 20 wounds. Yeah, it's going to be nice. 24-inch movement.
Right, guys, welcome back after deployment. Today's mission is Frontline Warfare from the 9th edition core rulebook. Therefore, we are picking secondaries from the core rulebook. And basically, you've got a 15-inch deployment because I haven't cut me mats down.
Yeah.
Got this nice, lovely piece of wood though, Carl. To, chop a foot off the side though.
Plank. And the plank, also known as teleportarium.
Yeah, pretty much. Basically 5 points for each object if you 5 points if you control one, 10 points if you control two, 15 points if you control more than your opponent in your command phase. For secondaries, though, we've both gone for the mission-specific one, Vital Ground. So you can control, if you control the side ones, which is there and just behind this building here, it's 2 points each up to a maximum of 7. Or if you control your opponents, you score 4. We've both gone for Engage on all fronts because we both like that one.
Yep.
Getting to 3 different table quarters or 4 for 3 points.
We're both I'm highly manoeuvrable.
I
don't know why you've taken it. You've got them.
The Zangors move. The Marines can split either way. I've got the Helldrake and I've got a unit in Deep Strike.
Yep.
So that's why I've gone for them. But we've both gone for a very specific one from each of our books. I've gone for Wrath of Magnus. If I kill more models of your army than you do of mine, I score 3 points.
Nice.
Yeah. And you've gone for Destroy Demons because I've got 2 demon engines and then a lot of Zangors.
Yep.
So...
Have you got any other non-E sorcerers on disc? No, because Ahriman...
No, Ahriman's not on the disc, okay. No. So basically, both Zangors and the Shaman, the Hell Turkey and the Demon Engine.
Yeah, lovely.
So, shall we roll, Carl, to see who is going to be going first?
Yeah. Small disclaimer, though, before we start. Harry advised me to
I convinced him.
Yeah.
I had to convince. He was like, "Well, I would have."
It's screwing my OCD because I didn't bring matching helmets, but.
And the Terminators are a single squad of 10 as well.
And the Terminators are now a single squad of 10. Yeah.
Right.
So the falchions and the swords are combined.
Who's going first, then, Carl?
Let's go. Zinch is not with you. Yeah,
I think I'll take first turn, please. Right, movement phase is complete. We shuffled all the Marines around along with the 3 sorcerers in here. The Master tried to get his prayer off, which was Malefic Maelstrom. I rolled a 2, I needed a 3, and that was to give these guys +1 strength on their bolt guns. Failed it, unfortunately. The Zangors have all pushed up. Them are looking to make a 9-inch charge into those dudes. And the Forge Fiend.
Or should I say the Emperor rest their souls? Such as the gods. Gods are false.
Forge Fiend can see these 5, but not the Terminators. And the Predator is pulled this way to fire into them. And of course the Helldrake is here. The Helldrake is in this quarter, which will get me in my 3rd quarter. They're going to try and get the 4th quarter, if they make the charge. Psychic Phase, I'm not really within range to do much, unfortunately. So I'm going to select Ahriman to cast first. And the only one he's going to cast of any use is Glamour of Zinch. And he's going to cast this on this squad here. That is a 5, but... I need to add up how many points I get. So, Kabbalistic Ritual points. I get 3 points for each Exalted Sorcerer Ahriman, so there's 6. I get 2 points for each Infernal Master, so that puts me up to 8. I then get 1 point for each Aspiring Sorcerer and Zangor Shaman, puts me at 11. And then these guys have the flame icon to give them an extra 1 each. puts me at
It's good
13.
that now does something.
I'm spending 8 of my 13 Kabbalistic Ritual points to say that you cannot deny Glamour of Tzeentch. I technically failed it because I needed a 6, but I get +1 to cast because of Thousand Suns.
Yep.
So I'll get it off on a 6 and you can't deny it, but I've still got 3 Kabbalistic points left. So I'm going to go for Academic Curse on those guys. It reduces their weapon strength by 1, and it's from the Shaman Psyker over there.
Is that an auto cast with the points, is it?
No.
Oh, sorry.
I've only got 3 points left. I still have to roll for it. I get it an 11.
I'll try and deny it because
Okay.
+1 to denies. Nope.
That's a fail. Interestingly enough, I don't have 5 points left, but I could have given myself +1 to cast it.
Oh, nice.
There's things I can do here to like get extra models back and stuff like that. But they're gone at the end of my psychic phase.
Yeah.
But I do have one
Do
more.
they refresh every turn?
Every turn, depending on who is on the table.
Okay. That's really powerful.
Yes. These guys are going to try and cast their own spell, which is Empiric Guidance, gives their weapons +6-inch range.
Okay.
And for this, I need a casting value of 4. I go down to 10, so any number of your guys can try and stop it. No.
No.
Well, actually, I get it on 11, don't I?
Yeah.
Right, so moving into shooting phase, I forgot to mention in my command phase, I used the Perfidious Tome to try and get a command point, and I rolled a 1, which gave Carl 1.
Hooray!
In the moving phase, I've also used a stratagem on these guys called Slow and Purposeful, which means the counters haven't remained stationary.
Yep.
And I'm also using Ensorcelled Infusion on this, which gives all of its weapons +1 AP.
Nice.
That's very nice.
Yeah.
So, I think we're going to start shooting with these guys down here with all of their flame bolters and the Soul Reaper cannon into these guys
Where's the Flamer Squad?
in Deep Strike.
Oh, the Deep Strike, okay.
And before I do the first shot, Carl has informed me that we are, of course, in the Tide of Shadows, Carl.
Yep.
Which means if I'm shooting at him from more than 12 inches away, he gets the benefit of light cover. If he's already in light cover, then he counts dense cover as well.
Let's go with it.
So I've got all of their bolt guns coming into them. Hitting on 3s. Only a couple of misses. I really wish that I had that +1 strength here, you know. So I'm winning you on 4s. That's not
Does
great.
Ahriman not give rerolls?
Ahriman's not close enough.
Isn't it? Okay.
That's only
yeah.
5, but they are -2, but you're a +1 because you're in cover. So 5 saves on, what would it be, a 4?
4+.
So 1 Marine dies and
Marine
1
dies
takes a
and one
wound.
takes a wound.
But we've still got the Soul Reaper cannon, and the Hand Flamer might now be within range as well. There is so much changed in this book. So Ahriman is within 6. Ahriman is within... You don't recognise Grey
I
Knights?
don't recognise them, no.
There's so much change in the Thousand Sunboot. So the Soul Reaper cannon I fired off camera, it's actually now 5 shots, strength 6, -3, which is just infinitely better than what it was.
Yeah.
So 3 guys taken down in total there from that squad. Hand Flamer doesn't get the extra range. It's only heavy and rapid fire weapons, of course. But what I'm going to do next is this Predator is going to fire into these guys.
And I will play some stratagems.
Ooh, tasty. Because I've used the stratagem to get him +1 AP on all of his weapons.
Okay, so I'll use the Mist of Deimos
Uh-huh.
and the True Silver Armour. That'll be 4 CP, 1 for 1, and 3 because
A squad of 10. Okay, and what does the Mist of Demos do first of all?
That's subtract 1 from the hit roll.
Okay, so I'm hitting on 4s.
Yeah, and the True Silver Armour is the same as Space Marines Transhuman.
So I can only wound you on 4s.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, interesting. So 4s, I miss with 2. I wound you on 4s. So I missed out on 1 wound. This is now -2 because of heavy bolters plus the extra minus AP. And this is 2 damage each, Carl, so each one will kill a Marine.
Oh,
So
each
one-
one kills a Marine.
Yeah. So that would be 2 Marines dead. Then we've got the autocannon, Predator autocannon. There's 2d3 shots for 3 shots in total. This will be hitting on 4s. I get 1 hit, and because of transhuman, I'm wounding on 4s.
Very good, very good.
Is that worth 4 CP though?
Yeah, yeah. I haven't got much on the board on turn 1, so yeah.
So, Bale Flamer down here. I'm still only wounding you on 4s though because of transhuman, but I'll take it.
True silver armor.
So that is 4 hits in total. It's strength 6, so I'm wounding you on 4s because of transhuman. That is -2, 2 damage each.
Okay. Well, that didn't work out.
And I'm just going to remind, can you put one of these Marines back? Because that is more than 12 inches away, and you would have had your 4+ save would have passed.
Oh,
because you're a +1 save and I was -2, so you've actually still got 1 Marine there.
So that would also, yeah?
No, because he's within 12.
Ah, because he's within 12.
So you lose 3 there.
So I put 1 back and I lose 3.
Yes, so take 2. Next up will be the Hades auto cannons into these guys, because these guys I can't see, Carl, because you've got a solid wall there.
Yeah.
So, hitting on 4s because it's a demon engine? No, 3s now. That's a buff, isn't it?
-1 to hit.
Why?
Because of... Oh, no, sorry.
You get +1 save.
Yeah. I'm forgetting old shadows.
Well, there's 3 fails anyway. So the Hades auto cannon, Carl, is -2, but you get +1 save.
Mm-hmm.
So you're on a 4. So 1 Marine dies because it's 2 damage. And then we've got the ectoplasmic cannon, which is D3 shots. For 3, hitting on 3s. Strength 7, so 3s. And that is actually -3, 3 damage. So you'd be on a 5 up with your +1. So that Marine dies.
Yep.
Which takes him out. The only thing I've got left to fire that I can do anything with, I think, is going to be the Zangor Enlightened into them. So let's see what they do with the Shaman nearby. So the Zangor Enlightened shooting down into these guys. Interesting thing, they always hit on a 2. The Shaman gives them +1, but that's almost pointless with them.
Mm-hmm.
So never mind.
But it affects his angles, which is good.
So 6 hitting on 2s. 2 misses. The 6 to hit auto wounds now instead of doing mortal wounds. So I still have to roll a wound with these. The strength 5. So that is 3 wounds at -1 on them Marines.
+1.
I think I'm more than 12 away, so +1, so 3.
Oh, you're not? Which unit?
From them.
Right.
They're more than 12 away.
Oh.
So...
Okay.
1 damage. Just 1 damage. One of many errors you're about to see. Forgot that this guy's completely changed. So he's now an aircraft and he has the supersonic rules. So basically he treats him like an aircraft. But in the command phase you can drop him to hover mode. Should have done that last turn and moved only 20 to about here to then charge. As it stands I can't charge because I'm in. Yeah, but I am going to charge them into him. Right, charge distance, needing a 9. And I rolled a 6. I'm not going to re-roll that, Carl, so you're pretty safe.
Okay.
And that is the end of my turn. I do score 2 points for engage on all fronts because I'm in 3 table quarters. Movement phase. These guys, in fact, you need a morale test on them.
Oh, yeah.
Leadership 8. You lost 4. That means 1 runs.
And
then you'll have 5 left. So on 1s. So basically 1s ran. We'll move that in a second.
Yep.
But they've jumped up onto their objective. Everything around here is shuffled because these guys can see up here. And this ruin, you can see through it into them. And that strike Inceptor squad has moved up looking for the Zangors.
Yep.
But now is the Grey Knight phase, Carl. Right, so psychic phase. The librarian is up first.
Yep, so first of all he's going to change the tides, which is only on a 4. Right, which is an 8.
I will attempt to stop that with that squad. There's a 10.
Oh my god, are you joking?
No?
Great, I was going to put in the time of demon killing.
Does that change what you're doing with your second power now?
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
So the second power, I'm going to use the new one, the
Empiric channeling, was it?
Amplification.
Okay.
Okay. That is
A 7.
a 7. Okay, so I have +1 damage and of side weapons and nemesis weapons on the Heldrake.
Which is good because you're going to change their stormbolts to side weapons.
Later on, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so for Crow, I will now do... Ooh, if I put Ghostly Bonds on that, will it die?
What's Ghostly Bonds?
The half the movement.
No, because I've just dropped a hover mode.
Alright, okay. Yeah.
And then move 10.
Okay, cool beans. Okay, so Crow will go with his normal spell, which is the Cleansing Flame.
Yep. And what do you need to cast this?
I'm not sure. I will have to check. But
I'll give you that as a 5, so that's an 11.
So that's a 12. So that's...
Does he get +1 like?
That's D3 plus 3 mortal wounds on that.
Okay.
So that is 6 mortal wounds.
Well, right, so that was Crow's spell. That was indeed Savage. Carl needed that 11.
It's Castellan, man. He's a beast now. For
So,
90 points!
The Terminator Smite.
Yeah, Terminators will go Smite. Oh,
that's an 11.
That's an 11. Okay, so that's a D6 Smite.
Um,
can you try and deny? I don't think you're in range now.
It's 24, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, so they can stop.
Okay.
Well, I can't because... Well, I'd have to roll a 12, wouldn't I?
Yeah.
So Araman will do 1 and re-roll it because it's Araman. No.
Okay, so... Come on, 6. 2! CP!
Oh, yeah, because you get full smite now, don't you?
Yeah.
Ah.
It's only 2.
Yeah,
Might
but
CP
still,
that.
it's better than what you can't CP that.
Can you not? Oh, because it smites and mortal wounds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Smite from the next squad.
Smite from the next squad.
So needing a 6, which he gets.
Yep.
Another one from Araman. A stop it on 11.
Okay. Those guys over there will smite the closest thing, which is
the Zango with the spears.
With the spears.
7, it goes off.
Just off.
So the Shaman will try and stop it. Stops it on an 8.
Okay. And they will smite.
Closest visible would be this.
I think it is, yeah. Yeah, I think it is.
Yep. So needing an 8, he gets a 9.
9.
So Araman.
Araman again. How many denies has he got?
Well, 3, but even then there's an Exalted Sorcerer there, so there's an 11. I stopped that as well.
Cool beans. This is going great.
These dice are on fire.
Yeah. Zinch dice, everybody.
And I think that's it, Carl.
Yeah, I think it is.
So up next, Carl is using Cyborg ammunition on the Terminators. 16 Stormbolter shots. 6s to hit will automatically wound him, and they're all at -1.
Yep.
So 3s, no 4s.
Although I think I've just changed my mind.
Right.
Is that all right?
Yeah.
Because they can only see that, so they're going to shoot that, and they're going to shoot them if possible.
Right. Okay. So you're shooting with them first, then.
Yeah.
So you need an extra 4, and you're not using Cyborg here.
No.
So you're hitting on 4s because I'm supersonic.
Yep. 6s are auto wounds.
No, because you said you're not using Cyborg.
Oh no, sorry.
5s to wound. That's a fair roll, Carl. That's 4.
4. That's all I need.
3 plus.
In a chair. Oh my god, these dice.
Leaves him on 3 wounds remaining. Let's see what he's going to go with next.
Castellan Crow, let's go.
With a Stormbolt, yeah?
Yeah.
Nice. So he'll be hitting on 3s because of -1.
Oh yeah.
No wounds.
Okay, great.
Librarian? Does he have a Stormbolt?
It doesn't take it off for points.
What?
Yeah, it's very sad. Okay, I would rather do the Terminators against them, so...
Squad under here, 16 Stormbolt shots into here, and 1 flamer into them. So hitting on 4s because of Supersonic.
Yep.
Not bad. How much do you wish you ran Cybolt on them now?
Yeah, but I think the Cybolt's going to do some work against them, hopefully.
5s to wound, that's 3 more wounds.
4.
4. Plinkety plink, Carl.
Oh my god.
That's another 1.
Another 1 wound.
And then you've got the flamer into the Rubric Marines.
Because that's squad of 10, does that mean it's automatic? No, it's not blast.
Does it have blast?
No.
Are you sure?
It's a flamer, isn't it?
Yeah, but it might have blast.
Okay, let's check that.
So it's actually an incinerator, not a flamer.
Yep.
For D6 auto hits. For 4, it is strength 6 though.
Yep.
And it's -1 damage. So that's 3 wounds. -1 +1 because of all his dust. So 3s. 1 takes a wound.
Lovely.
Now he's got to decide what he wants to do to deal with this Hell Turkey.
Yeah.
Right, so decision has been made. The Hell Turkey being toughness 7 now.
Yeah.
The side cannon, however, is strength 7 now.
Yep.
And it's -1, 2 damage, was it?
-1, 2 damage.
Which is pretty tasty. So he's going to get 1 shot through on him.
Yep.
But you're going to put a Storm Bolter in as well, just for good measure.
Yep.
And 3 bolters into them. And you spent a CP on Cybolt.
Yep.
So is this the side cannon first?
It is indeed.
4s to hit. Well, there's an auto wound.
There's an auto wound, yeah.
So then
-1.
2 wound needing 4s. So that's 2 wounds at -1.
Yep, 2 damage each. Come on. Okay.
4 shots with a Storm Bolter. 1 hit but an auto wounds. It's -1.
No. It's all gone pear-shaped.
It's on 1 wound.
1 wound. Oh no.
And then 3 Storm Bolters, so 12 shots into them. Sixes, of course, auto wounding. Just the 1, but these do hit on 3s.
Wow. Okay.
Sorry, no, they don't. The 3s miss because of Glamour of Zinch.
Oh, you got that?
I did, yes.
Okay,
So then 4s to wound. Is it +1 strength or not?
No.
Just -1 AP.
Yeah.
So that
-1 AP and yeah. And
so that's 4 at -1 +1 because of all his dust. So you kill 1 and wound the next one.
Yep. Could have gone better. I'm not gonna.
But then you've got a whole host of Storm Bolters over there, Carl. Charge phase, and these guys made the charge. I did Overwatch and I put 1 wound on 1 Marine. Not great. And of course, these guys over here charged the Zangors as well. I think I forgot to mention that their Storm Bolters cut 2 of them down.
Yeah.
So that was pretty tasty. But Carl's going to elect to go down here first, unsurprisingly. So 17 attacks. You don't get shock assault now, though, do you?
No, they've all just been boosted by an attack. And
but
then
they've got 4 attacks each with the Falchions, 5 for the Sergeant.
Yep. So
Glamour of Zinch is still in effect, Carl. So you
is that in combat as well?
Oh, I'll double check. Yep, still in combat.
Okay.
So 4s to hit. Oh,
that's a bad roll.
That's a very bad roll.
About as bad as they come.
And Falchions are, of course, just strength user, aren't they?
Yep.
Because they're just short swords, basically, not power swords. So you win me on 4s. 2, 4, 5. And what's the AP of these?
-2.
-2, so I get +1, so I'm essentially -1. So 1, 2, 3 wounds, kills a Marine and the next one over. So I'll remove him from the end and the wounded one. And then I'll let you go back over there with all them into the Zangors. Oh, you've got the
little dude.
Yeah, I forgot about him.
Little dude.
1 hit.
Oh yeah. Hey. There's Glamour.
Fails to wound.
There's Glamour.
So Carl obliterated 4 or 3 guys over there, the Zangors. They actually do have a 5 invulnerable save, but it's now part of their allegiance ability rather than on their actual data slate, Carl.
Yep.
Kind of like how Falchions are on the Interceptor.
It's terrible. It's disgraceful. They make you look for everything.
I'm going to attack down here, so I've got 6 Marines just punching your Marines first of all. So I'm hitting you on 3s. And I'll be wounding you on 4s because, you know, Marine on Marine. That is 4 saves to make, please.
Okay.
Fine. And then I have the Sorcerer with 3 attacks, and he has a 4 stave.
It's not a Sorcerer. It's just a Zango Enlightened.
No, this is these.
Ah, sorry. I'm wrong.
So I get 2 hits. It's strength +3, so it's strength 7. And that's no wounds.
Great. Good for me.
And then I've got 1 Zangor attacking back, which we'll do off camera. Right, so morale phase this time. I lost 3 Marines down here and I'm leadership 8. So don't roll a 6. That's fine. He's leadership 8 and he lost 5, so I need a 1 or a 3. He runs, so he's dead.
Hooray.
Way indeed. He did manage to kill that wounded Marine, actually.
Yep, he's a legend.
Anyway, at the end of Carl's turn, Carl is not. Oh, he's
Engage
librarian.
on
His librarian is just on this side. They're on that side, and they're on that side. So you get the full 3 points for engaging all fronts.
Okay.
And you didn't kill any demons, Carl. Oh, you did. You killed
Oh,
one
yeah.
squad. Right, so start of my turn, I rolled for me relic. I rolled a 5, so I get an extra command point, Carl.
Yep.
Puts me on 10 to me 8. I only unfortunately scored 5 for me secondary, primary even, but I killed 11 of Carl's models. He killed 9 of mine, so I scored 3 points for Wrath of Magnus.
Yep.
So the next thing I'm going to do is have me Infernal Master chant his prayer to give those Rubric Marines +1 to their strength of their bolt guns. I feel like, again, I hate like chaplains. I never get me chance off as a chaplain.
Mine's useless.
Right, so now the movement phase is complete. I've got a nice little bit of a tasty plan. So first of all, Araman is going to cast Glamour of Zinch, but I'm going to get a further, what would it be, 13 Kabbalistic Ritual points, because I've still got the same number of Psychers and stuff on the board. So he's going to try and cast Glamour on the big unit of 10 Marines.
Was your Flamer unit supposed to come down or not?
No.
Okay, good.
I'm waiting for your Terminators.
Yeah, good. Good.
So Glamour on the big unit of Marines, that comes an 8, becomes a 9, Carl. So, well, it's an 8 for your purpose because you need a 9 to stop it because you get +1. That's an 8. I get an 8. I get a 9. You get a 9. You don't beat me. So that goes off. Next, he will cast Presage, which is +1 to hit. It used to be Prescience. That goes off on a 9 to 10 because of Araman. Actually, does Araman get an actual +1? And then, because he gets an additional +1 anyway, doesn't he? No, he doesn't get +1.
He gets +2. I might use that.
To deny?
Yeah, because he gets +1 for being a librarian and +1 for...
Psychic Hood's normally within 12.
Is it?
I got on a 10.
Yeah.
So you need to roll a 10 for it to become an 11.
So he goes +1, does he?
Yeah, so that becomes a 10.
Right.
That's a fail.
That's nothing.
Next up, I will go for Araman will cast his third power, which will be a smite.
Okay.
No, it won't. I'm actually going to use Baleful Devolution, I think, which is the third spell I picked for him. No, so I need 6 models in the unit for that, so I'm just going to smite. Becomes a 9, so you need a 10. It becomes an 11, would stop it. That's fine. So, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend 8 of my points, right? In a second, the Exalted Sorcerer is going to cast Sorcerer's Facade on that big squad of Marines.
Sorcerer's Facade, yeah.
Facade, Facade, whatever. Well, that fails because I need an 8, so I will CP reroll this.
Okay.
That becomes a 9, it becomes a 10 because of Thousand Suns being +1, and I'll spend 8 of my Kabbalistic points to say that you can't deny it, which means I can now move them.
Okay.
Carl, where are my Marines?
They're down there. They're up my backside.
And his Twist of Fate isn't going to help him over here, so he's going to cast Smite onto them. Oh, that becomes an 11, Carl.
With the Sorcerer, yeah?
With the Exalted Sorcerer, yes.
Alright. Come on then, big... No.
So D6. Oh my word!
It's
Oh! 3 Marines dead?
No. Ignore mortal wounds on 5s now.
You do. So 6 mortal wounds, Carl. You do ignore 4 of them. That was a pretty good roll.
Okay, so 1 died.
Wow, okay.
I don't think I need the Incinerator guy anymore.
No. The Warp Master...
Unless you charge. Ooh.
Well, they can't charge.
Oh, no, they can't, can they?
No,
and
they're
you're not going to
retreated.
charge with our man.
No, I'm not.
Oh.
So then the Warp Master, he's going to cast a Smite, so that was me second, so now I need a 7. That becomes a 7, 8.
I don't think I've got anything left, have I?
Well, you've still got these, because these are all within 24.
No, because I did 3 on Araman.
Right.
Then I did 1 on the other one.
Mm-hmm.
They've just done 1.
They could do 1.
So I would have to do 1. Have you done the shaman yet?
No, I haven't.
What's he going to cost?
Either smite or -1 to your ranged weapon strength. That's all he's got.
And all you're doing now is smiting them?
Yeah. So I've got this smite, and then I've either got smite or -1 to your ranged weapon left.
I'll keep it for that.
Okay. So D3 mortal wounds on them. 1.
1.
So takes a wound, and he will smite them.
Okay.
6 fails.
6
Even
fails,
with the +1 becomes a 7, so that fails. And that is psychic phase. Right, so these guys are going to open up, but I'm going to use Infernal Fusillade, and it allows me to make 1 extra attack if I'm rapid firing. So basically the bolters get 3 attacks each, Carl.
Nice.
Now, I did really want to get Malefic Maelstrom Prayer off. I keep saying prayer because I can't remember the right terminology for it.
Yep.
It's the chaplain, because it would have made me bolt weapon strength 5, which would wound these on 3s.
Yep.
And for 2 CP, I'm going to play Wrath of the Wronged, which gives me +1 to wound. So it would have get me up to 2s, but in this instance, it's going to get me down to 3s. So that's 3 CP I've spent altogether.
So you're on 6?
Yep. So that's going to be a lot of bolt gun shots. That is 8 times 3 is 24 bolt gun shots wounding you on 3s.
Mm-hmm.
Are you not playing that transhuman thing?
Yeah, sorry, I'm playing True Silver Armour.
And how much does this cost you? 2 CP again?
2 CP.
So this counteracts my 2 CP spent.
Yep.
So, I mean, it's not ideal that Carl has stopped this, but I have to decide whether or not I'm using it before he decides whether to use that, because I select to shoot before he is set as a target. So these are hitting on 2s because of Aaron's spell Presage.
That's quite a few ones.
That's a lot of ones. Okay. So these are now wounding on 4s. So
it's good.
It is. Now I'm within 12 inches, Carl, so you don't get your +1 to your save.
Yeah.
And they're all at -2 because Infernal Bolters. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
10
at -2.
10 4-ups. That's a good roll.
So that's 4.
4, so 1 dies.
Yep.
1's on 2 wounds.
I've then got the Soul Reaper cannon to go, which is 5 shots in total now. And I miss with 2 of them. It's strength 6, so it would have been 3s, would be 2s, but you've got Transhuman on. I get 1 more wound. 1 more wound at -3.
-3, so 5 up in run. Oops. Oh, hey, you could roll. Right.
So just 1 damage. And then the Flamer. For 4 hits. The +1 to wound still helps me here because I would only wound you on 5s with the Flamer. Now I'm wounding you on 4s. That's 3 at -3. So, okay. Did that one pass?
No.
So that's another 3. So you'll kill 1 and 1's dropped to another single wound left.
Yeah.
4 wounds out of 4 hits with a Bale Flamer for this guy on the Librarian. Carl's now sweating.
Yeah.
2 damage each. How many wounds does he have? 6?
Yeah.
So you need to pass 2. Folks. Well, he's definitely dead, Carl.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Considering he should have been dead.
Yeah.
I'm very sorry.
Opportunity's missed and I'm stuck in the bloody tide.
I'm very sorry.
This always happens when we play mad stuff.
And that's a thing.
Yep.
Side note, Carl has just informed me that this guy should be dead because you went to use 2 stratagems when you shot him, weren't you?
Yes, I forgot one.
What was the other one?
It was the Psychic Onslaught.
Which improves the strength and damage.
Strength and armor penetration again.
So that coupled with the 6's auto wounding was the idea to take it down. We've had these books a day, so please forgive us.
Yeah.
However, I am now going to use Ensorcelled Infusion on this and shoot everything into them.
Okie dokie. Can I make it -1 to hit again?
If you want.
Yes, please. 1 CP.
Okay, so I'm hitting you on 4s with the heavy bolters. Well, that's fine, because I hit with all of them.
Oh, great.
Sorry.
That was well worth it. Are you within 12 as well?
I should be, I think. Yeah, I'm 10.
Yep.
So that is 6 at -2 and 2 damage each.
They're all dead.
And the autocannon's unfortunately wasted.
Yep. Unfortunate.
Yes. Next up is going to be the Forge Fiend into those Marines over there, Carl. Autocannons next, straight into them. 8 shots. Wow. It's about time I had some good dice rolls, though, Carl.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
3s.
Can I have some?
Only if you play with the Zinch dice. So that is
I'm not
4
touching them.
at -2. And I'm within 12, so no +1. 2 damage each as well, so each one kills a Marine.
That's a good
Okay,
roll.
so you saved them all.
Yep.
Cool.
These guys are doing good over here.
And then I've got the Ectoplasma for 1 shot, which misses.
Yeah.
Well, I expected them to die. Believe it or not, that is all my shooting, I think.
Yep.
Oh, do I dare charge with these, though? That's the thing.
Do it.
I'm going to. Are you overwatching?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. I get 10 for me charge. And I think that is my only charge. And they made it with the 10-inch charge, so I've now got 9 attacks in total, hitting on 2s because they're within range of the Shaman.
Nice.
Each time I make an attack, a 6 auto wounds. And then these are strength 5 because the spears are +1. So that is.
Finally dropped some.
So that's 6 saves to make at -1, 2 damage apiece.
2 damage.
2 damage.
Oh no.
Oh yes. So I'll kill
so
2 Marines.
2 Marines go back.
But then I've got 4 attacks from the blades, which hit on 2s. 6 auto wounds, I think. Yeah, just every time a model makes an attack, or excluding attacks made by the discs. These are strength 4. That's it.
Okay.
So then you can swing back with 5 attacks for your leader,
4
for your
attacks
sergeant,
for
and 4 for the other guy. So hitting on 3s, and you'd be wounding me on 4s because I'm toughness 4.
Yep. Because I'm not in the tide of demon killy.
So that's 5.
5.
5 up in run. So you kill 1 and wound 1. So Vital Ground, I score 4 points because I hold this one, and I have 3 models down there. In fact, we both need a morale check. No, we don't, because we're leadership 8, so we both pass.
Yeah.
So I score 4 points for controlling these 2. Engage on all fronts, I'm in 4 table quarters, so I score 3. And Wrath of Magnus I can't work out until the end of the battle round. So let's move into Grey Knight's turn 2. So movement phase is complete. The Apothecary has leapt down here. He's healed the wounded Terminator, but then put 1 back using which stratagem, Carl?
Why? Alright. Chirigic Resurrection. What is that?
Chirigic Resurrection, yeah. It's
Chirigic
1
Resurrection.
CP to get a model back.
A Terminator.
So, yeah, that was
And it can only
tasty.
be infantry, so you can't get paladins back.
Paladins are infantry?
Are they?
Well, I did infantry.
Oh, yeah, infantry, sorry. Oh, you can't.
Crow made an advance roll, 6 inches to get over here to deal with this, hopefully. The Terminators have landed here. Carl's going to hopefully make a 9-inch charge against the Marines and the Predator to deal with it. We've also got the Banner Bearer in there to hopefully give extra attacks. And if he makes the charge first to the fray will give the Terminators +1 to their charge. But we've also got the Nemesis Grandmaster
Indra
Nighthammer down there. He's probably going to pump everything into the Warp Master and then charge the other one and probably stay on that side.
Yeah, most likely. Probably. Maybe.
But Psychic Phase. Do you want to go first with Crow, see if you can take this down?
Yeah. So first of all, he'll do his the Purifying Flame, which is a 5, I think it is. Yeah, 5.
Is it?
Yep.
So how many mortal wounds is this?
It's D3, I think, or 3. Wait, no, it's 3. It's flat 3.
I am going to use a stratagem that I should have used last turn. Biomechanical Mutation. I ignore mortals on a 5. Oh well.
The turkey's dead.
Turkey's dead, scoring Carl 3
Finally.
victory points.
Finally.
Right, so next up, Carl, hammer hand on the Terminators.
Yep. That goes off. You can try and deny it with them. If
Just
you want.
with them. Hammer hand is +1 to wound, right?
No, it's reroll wounds.
Then yes, I'll try and stop that. 6. What did you roll? 7.
7. I got it.
Okay.
Okay, and I will go smite with Apothecary.
Yep. Goes
that's
off on a 6. I can't stop it because nobody's within range, unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't think so, no.
Nope.
Charm's the closest he's rolled.
Araman can reach these ones, though.
Yeah, so that's D3 on there.
3.
3.
Okay, so that's 1.5 dead. And then these guys,
These guys will do. Right,
that's a 7. So Araman will try and stop it. It goes off again.
Okay. Big roll again, please.
So 5 wounds in total. And then you've got them guys up there.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is a big one.
But do you want to cast the spell to change their weapons to pistol, or are you going smite because you'll hit them and you've got a better chance of killing them with smite, I think?
I'll have 8 shots.
No, you wouldn't. Because it'll become pistol 2 instead of
No,
rapid
pistol
2.
4.
Specifically pistol
Yeah,
4?
pistol 4.
Oh, okay then.
Yeah.
Right, okay, that
I
makes a
think
big
it's more-
difference.
It's more better.
Yes, more better.
Yeah.
Like Jeremy Clarkson with power.
Yeah. So that is what they will do.
Okay.
I think it's a 5 for this.
Oh, and the Sufferer of
Perils.
Perils. Have
Okay,
you got a
I'm-
stratagem for this?
I'm
Or are you
gonna
just
have to-
CPing it?
I'm going to have to CP that.
Okay.
Okay.
6.
It goes off.
Zango Sham will try and stop it. I failed to stop it. So temporal accuracy going off down here, that's going to be 8 pistol shots into them 3 Zangors when we get to the shooting phase. But the Grandmaster is now going to be casting
Empiric Amplification
on Araman.
on him.
Oh, on the Warpmaster, yeah?
Oh, actually, I could take out Araman, couldn't I?
Yep.
Because it's not 3. Yeah. Okay, right. Sure. I'll go
At Araman.
Araman.
Okay.
Okay.
So that becomes 9.
No, it's just 9.
Yeah. So Araman will try and stop this. That's a fail. So all of your side weapons now become +1 damage against Araman?
Yep.
Okay.
That is correct. So it will go Vortex of Doom.
Oh, because the banner guy's in there, isn't
Yeah, yeah. You go Vortex of Doom on Araman.
he? Okay.
I should have done that first, really. Okay, that's a 7. Is it 6?
That's a 6 that you rolled.
6 and Vortex is 7.
So that's a fail.
That's a fail.
And then smite.
Smite from the Terminators. This needs a 1, 2, so 5, 6, 7.
Fails.
Fails.
And that's it.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
So here is sweet revenge for that librarian, Carl.
Yeah, Ironman's getting sniped. So there's a silencer first.
So hitting on 2s.
Why can't he reroll 1s anymore?
We can give core reroll 1s.
Hmm?
You can give core units reroll 1s.
Yeah, I should have put them closer then. Never mind.
And what strength is this?
Sent 5.
Araman is toughness. Please be 5. Toughness 4.
Toughness 4, okay. Then -1.
I will also now use my Warlord trait to give me a 3-up invulnerable save for this turn.
Okay.
So 1 goes through. What's the damage? 2.
2.
So that's left Araman on 4 wounds. But you've now got the heavy side cannon.
Yeah, heavy side cannon.
1 miss.
1 miss.
Strength 6.
Strength 8.
8. Oh,
Yeah.
8?
8.
Wow, that went up.
Yeah, it used to be 6, so they're all 3 damage -2.
I failed 3 saves, so I can't save myself.
Yep.
If I'd failed 2, I would have re-rolled.
Yep.
But that's Araman gone.
Hooray. We're trading.
Right, Right, now you've got like pretty... Oh, I forgot to mention they killed one Zangor down there.
Yep.
So now it's pretty much all Stormbolter fire from them into these, I think.
No, because that'll lengthen my charge. Because he'll take away. I'm not doing it. I'm not being baited into
But
that.
then down here he's got a ton, because these guys can shoot back, they can shoot in.
Yep.
And of course you have got the stratagems to help you improve your bolt weapons.
Yep.
Making them 2 damage, making them -1. But...
It might go into the Predator.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Because the Predator's got stuff to take down these.
So down here, we've got 5 Marines remaining from all this fire down here. But now the Terminators into the Predator. You're using Cyborg ammunition and Psychic Onslaught. So basically 6s to hit auto wound and your Strength 5, which makes no difference, but your AP -2.
Yep.
On 5s.
So I need to take. Sorry.
No, okay, wounding on 5s. So that would be... Oh. So that's 6 wounds total from the first roll. Last 12 shots, hitting on 3s, 6s auto wounding.
6 auto wound.
Then wounding on 5s. Oh, that's a good roll, Carl.
Yes, finally.
So how many is that? So that's 6, 9, 12, 13, 14 to save. Wow. So 14 saves at -2, Carl. 1, 2. I saved 2.
Wow.
Predators have how many wounds?
8.
11.
Is it 11? All right, that's 12.
Yeah.
Blow up, please.
And you weren't going to fire into them, and you hadn't even fired the side cannons.
Nope.
But I think that leaves you with just your guy with his Stormbolter before we go into charges. So down here, the Terminators rolled a 4, which was just enough, but then the Apothecary rolled a whopping 9, which gets him in. But next up, the Grandmaster is going to try and charge both of the Sorcerers, needing a 9.
Oh, yes.
Makes it with an 11.
He gets it.
He makes it with an 11.
Right, now the biggie as well.
Now, the problem is, do you want to go with that guy first, because he's got first to the fray?
He has to.
But...
He has to.
I kind of need to overwatch him.
You've got 6 CP.
I know. I'm going to overwatch, so I'm just going to come back with Carl's saves here. 1 wound from the Hand Flamer. Needing a 9.
Doesn't get it.
And are you now charging the Terminators?
Yep. Terminators, come on, 9. Oh.
Well, that's a 1, so it's definitely a fail. Are you CPing it?
It's got to be. Has to be. Nothing.
Uh-oh.
Nada.
So, Grandmaster Dread Knight went first.
Oops.
He always counts as fighting first as well.
Yep.
But then you've got down here. I'm not going to interrupt with him. There's absolutely 0 point. Right, so Grandmaster first. 2 attacks into the Infernal Master and 4 into the Exalted Sorcerer because of the number of wounds he has and the better invuln.
Yep, so he's hitting on 3s, but he's rerolling.
Yeah. Okay, strength?
Strength times 2, so 12.
2s then. 5 up invuln.
Oh my god.
And he survives because it's D3 plus 3 damage, isn't it?
Yeah.
But he's the not so good caster, so now you've got 4 attacks into the other one. Reroll because of your Warlord trait. So still 3 hits.
2s. All of them?
3. 4s. I'm definitely dead.
Yep.
So that does kill him at least. And I'm not on the objective.
Yep.
So Terminator's down here now.
Okay.
So 13 attacks with the halberds from the Justicar and his squad. Hitting on 3s. And the strength 6, so you're wounding on 3s but re-rolling everything. Now, right, we had this discussion pre-game. Is +1 to wound better or re-roll failed hits? You would have only had 1 if it was the old way.
Yeah.
Go on, re-roll them. Oh look, you got all of them, Carl.
Yeah. Okay. Point proven.
It's hammer hand's better when you're wounding on better than a 4.
Yeah.
If it's worse than a 4, it's not as good, I don't think.
Yeah.
So 9.
9 minus 2.
So that drops me to me 5 up invuln, and it's 2 damage as well. So there's my roll, Carl. There's 5 dead.
5 dead. Oh, they're all gone.
Yeah. So your apothecary can't do anything now.
Oh, hey. I wanted to hit with a hammer.
And I think that was all your charging units.
Yeah.
So unsurprisingly, I'm going to go back with my Zangors.
Oh, no. What?
2 CP this is going to cost me for inhuman savagery. To reroll all the hits. To reroll all the hits against those 2 Marines. Because it will get me 5 points this turn. Well, they're auto wound. And that's a reroll. And then these are strength 5, so 3s. So that is 4 at -1, 2 damage each.
So 4 ups, yeah.
Yep. Kills them.
Damn it.
Yep. That was worth it.
How much damage? 1 damage?
2 damage each.
2 damage, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And then I've got my Infernal Master to fight back on the Nemesis Grandmaster, but he's not really going to do much, I don't think. So I did 1 wound back to that guy, D3 damage. I rolled a 1, I CP'd it, and still rolled another 1. So Carl scores Destroy the Demon 3 victory points for killing the Helldrake. He scores 2 points for engage on all fronts because he's in 3 table quarters. And he scores 4 points for Vital Ground because he controls that back objective there. Going into my turn, I score 10 primary because I control 2, but you control 2, so I only get the 10. And I'm really short of men now.
Yep.
It's not looking good for the Thousand Suns. So these guys have jumped into this table quarter, Carl. Those 3 guys are there. This squad of Marines has just turned up from the warp.
With flamers.
And with flamers, and the squad that was there has pulled back into this building to get me all 4 table quarters. I really, really need to try and get some points here, because if I don't, I didn't score Wrath of Magnus either because Carl killed a lot of my models.
Yeah.
Basically, I'm going to try and obliterate them and him this turn. So, Psychic Phase, I get 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of my points altogether. And there is one in particular that I would really like to cast on these, which is the Pyrotic thing, which makes them +1 strength, basically. That's a 5. I will spend my 8 points to see You Cannot Deny It. Because the Icon of Flame gives them an extra 1, so them squads essentially count as get you 2 points apiece. Like, that's so good now, isn't it?
Yep. I like the Thousand Suns. I'm going to start playing them.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, let's see what my other Psychers have got left. Yeah, so adding an extra range to these guys isn't really going to help, so I'm going to try and smite them for a 6.
6. Denied.
Okay. And then the Shaman will smite into the Dread Knight. Gets it on a 10, becomes an 11.
Interesting. Oh, no, deny.
2.
2.
2 mortal wounds.
Nope. Ignore on a 5 plus.
1 mortal
One
wound.
mortal wound.
Damn.
So he's down to 11.
Yeah. So
We got a dice for that.
I have.
Okay.
So in my movement phase, my shooting phase, I'm going to count these as having remained stationary, and I'm going to give him +1 AP on all of his weapons. That'll cost me 2 of my 3 CP. So I'm really stuck on the CPs. What I'm going to use, I'm going to use count as remain stationary for these back ones. Means I can get double shots into him at least. I'm going to use an extra -1 AP on the Forge Fiend. Really, I wanted to use +1 to wound on these, but it's 2 CP, and I'd rather just have more shots. So I'm going to go with the Flamers first into them guys. 9d6 Flamers. Oh, that's not great.
Oh, that's not good.
Only 28. That's terrible rolling. Good news is the strength 5, Carl.
Yep.
So 3s. That's not.
Yeah, the dice have failed you all of a sudden. I don't know where it's come from.
Wow, that's terrible. All of them Warp Flamers are -2. So do you want to just roll all of them?
-2, but I'm in cover, so I'm +1, yeah?
You're not entirely in cover, so no.
Yeah, but then you take it on the guy who's out until he dies, yeah?
Yes, but you're not going to die from all this.
Alright. So I don't get it.
Well, that was abysmal. So the Forge Fiend is going to shoot at your Grandmaster. 8 shots with the Hades autocannon.
I'm -1 to hit because I'm going to play the Demios smoke.
4 hits. Strength 8, toughness 6. There you go. And it would normally be -2. It becomes -3, Carl. I'm guessing you got 4-pin run.
Yep.
And this will be 2 damage apiece.
So that's 4, yeah?
Yeah.
2 failed.
So 4 wounds. And then the plasma is D3. 1 again, which misses.
Good shooting phase. You still got the
I've still got bolters, yeah, but not a lot. He's on 5 wounds.
Yep.
After the bolters went in.
Also,
I did nowhere near. They should have done so much more.
yeah, you rolled so low on your automatic hits, it was unbelievable.
Yeah, and even at strength 5 wound on 3s.
Yeah.
Just, nah. I think this is pretty much going to be game, Carl.
Yeah, I agree.
But
Terminators are just going to come in.
I ain't charging. I've got 1 CP remaining. I'm going to keep it for Overwatch for them.
Okay.
But I think it's safe to say I'm probably gonna suck it. I do get 3 victory points for engage on all fronts because I'm in all 4 table quarters, and I do get 4 points for vital ground because I control both the side ones.
Yep.
Right, so the fact that I didn't kill him is a massive problem because now Carl can heroically intervene into me.
Yep. So hitting on 3s, re-rolling. Good job. Okay.
Because his weapon skill does not degrade.
Yeah, his weapon skill doesn't degrade, which is amazing.
2s.
2s, okay.
5s.
Oh, I knew you were gonna. I knew you were gonna.
Go on, do you want to go back and re-roll one of them ones that you rolled the wound? Go on.
No.
I'll give you it.
What?
You've got 2 CP. You're about to get another one.
Hey. Alright, go on then. 3. Yay. D3 plus 3.
Wait. Do I be an annoyance here and spend my last CP on this? I'm going to.
Go for it.
No. Oh well. So that kills
5
the
damage.
Infernal Master. Minimum of 4 damage. And then you can conveniently move a little bit closer so you can't feel the charge.
Yep.
So now it's Carl's turn.
Okay.
Movement phase, these have all pulled out. The Dread Knight has stayed where it is. Terminators have moved up. Apothecary's healed him and put another one back on the board for 1 CP to ensure that those Zangors are dead.
Mm-hmm.
At the start of Carl's turn, he scores 10 because he was on 2.
Mm-hmm.
So they're all within range of them as well.
Yep.
So, Psychic phase, you're going to put the +1 damage from side weapons onto the Mauler Fiend, yeah?
Yes, so roll charge of 7 goes off.
I'll try and stop with the Shaman. No.
Oh, okay. They will put Hammer Hand on themselves.
On a
Which
5.
They don't
Does that fail?
Hammer Hand is 5.
Also, does go off.
Yep.
The Marines will try and stop it, the front ones.
Probably will.
They stop it.
Okie dokie.
Your banner,
smite.
your banner guy's got something.
Oh yeah, Banner Guy has. Oh, he has the Vortex of Doom. Okay.
So which unit are you putting this on?
So you put it on. I'll put it on this unit because it's closest, because
Yeah.
that's what it has to hit. Then every unit around it takes 1, and then that takes 2d3.
Oh, okay.
So
But you need an 8, is it?
it is a 7. It's very cheap now.
Well, that's a fail.
Oh, that's a nice. So who have we got left? Let's put the thing on there.
These.
These are gonna smitey smite.
Yeah.
I think they're closer, yeah.
No, these will be closer.
These. Okay.
So
Okay,
that does
that's
go
a
off
5.
D3. Oh wait, I'll try and
Oh,
stop
yeah,
it.
One minute goes.
So I stop it.
Stop it.
Crow can't see
Crow-
through that.
Yeah, but you can't see through that. Yeah, you're right.
So they've got smite, the apothecary, and them.
No, he's not. He's just out 25. They're -2, yeah? Damage.
-2 damage?
On the weapons. Oh, they're not going to be alive. What the...
You're going to smite them and kill them in a second.
No, I wasn't going to smite them because I need to charge onto that.
Okay, so what we do? What's this roll for then?
He's going to put Sanctuary on the Terminators.
Okay.
Which he does.
Yeah.
Terminators will smite them.
Because you can't kill them.
Because you can't kill them.
Well, you can.
No. Oh no.
I'm not complaining at that.
Okay.
Right, should we open the shooting phase up with the Dread Knight?
Yep, we can do.
Oh, pure ballistic skill is neutered slightly, yeah?
Yeah.
So this is...
Silencer.
Silencer, so you're hitting on 3s, are you?
Yep.
And what strength is this?
The Silencer is strength 5.
So 5's to wound. Yep. But 2 damage apiece. Oh, 3?
3.
What's the AP?
-1.
So 4s. So 2 damage dealt on to the Forge Fiend, leaves him on 10 wounds remaining.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've got the Heavy Side Cannon.
Heavy Side Cannon. Coming in.
1 miss.
1 miss.
Strength?
8.
3s. So 4 minus?
4 -2.
So 5 ups.
3 damage apiece.
So 6 damage, leaves him on 4 wounds remaining.
Okie dokie.
And now we've got a whole host of Stormbolt of Fire from these guys.
Yep,
You've got a Side Cannon and Stormbolters into him.
We'll go these into the rubrics at the back.
So all the Stormbolt of Fire from down here did nothing, but the Side Cannon just got 3 wounds. And there's me save. 2 damage apiece. Well, actually
3 damage apiece because of the...
Yeah. Please blow up. No.
No.
That's the Forge Fiend out as well, which leaves a nice, lovely, squishy Shaman for you to charge, Carl.
Lovely.
We've still got all of this to come, though. So there's 2.5 Marines left under here. Carl's going to charge. Now, realistically, if I wasn't being, a bit silly last turn, I would have kept the CP here to Overwatch with all them flamers. Crow going to try a longbow?
Crow's going to try, because let's go. Crow's going to go into the ones at the back.
No. 7? Not enough?
Nope. No way.
So he's going to have to charge first to get first to the fray, isn't he?
Yeah.
Not with that.
God.
Not with that.
Really? Might as well spend a CP on that now. No, actually, he's got no...
Didn't you want to use Murderous Charge, though?
Yeah, we'll use that. Okay, the Terminators.
With a 5, that's enough to get them in.
5 gets in easy.
And then the...
And then he will charge a little Shaman.
With a 4, he'll make it.
And they'll just carefully position his base so he's still within 3.
Yep. And he always fights first, so you've got, 6 attacks now?
Yeah, I think he's still got... no, he's got 5, sorry. He got neutered on the attacks, just not the...
Hitting on 3s, re-rolling everything, though.
But, shall I play that stratagem and see if he kills him?
No, Howie, you're gonna kill him here.
Okay.
So re-roll them 2s. So 4 hits, 2s to wound.
2s to wound.
4. 5 ups. Oh look, I'm dead.
D3 plus 3.
Well no, it was only 2, Carl.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, they're
sorry,
6s.
Sorry.
Yeah.
There you go.
He's very dead. And then you would consolidate the nearest enemy unit, which is them.
Yeah.
So now let's count up the Terminator's attacks. 13 wounds just from 5 Terminators with swords, with an extra attack because of that guy. 5 up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 guys die, which kills the whole squad, Carl.
Hooray.
And you would then consolidate into the other 3.
Yep.
I might get lucky and kill 1. But
and the core units, so they'd also hold that objective.
So at the end of that turn, you would control that one for 2 points on... In fact, should we just add them up? Because I'm not going to do another turn. There's not really much point. Let's add the points up now. So, 34, 42 to Carl at the end of turn 3, and I've got 3 Marines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know where it went south. That footprint.
It even though your Terminators failed the charge, the fact that they dealt with the Predator and then it was just my Marines just collapsed.
I honestly think it was making the charges. Him getting in was just a massive turning point.
Yeah, absolutely. The Flamers didn't do anywhere near as much as what I hoped.
No.
I feel like if I'd gone against something that's not Terminators, like if they went even against normal Marines,
mate, even if you just rolled average, it would have helped. Your dice were hot at the start, and then you turn 3, they just disappeared.
I mean, technically, average I should have rolled 35, not 28.
Yeah.
But then, like, strength 5 and -2, but obviously, against normal Marines, I think even that would have still worked. I still think Thousand Suns are very good. That you know, for the psychic phase, for them eight Kabbalistic points to just go, you can't deny.
Yeah.
That's phenomenal.
I think Grey Knights have got just good core base units now, and I think my list was a bit stronger, but I do think Thousand Suns have got a stronger codex after seeing it.
I completely agree.
At this point, just off this game, we don't know anymore. There's going to be people who break the rules and everything like that.
Mm-hmm. Just
off this game, though, their codex looks very strong.
And you've got to consider, I literally played with the models that Bryn had.
Yeah. Yeah.
So obviously, I think the Mauler thing was actually okay. Like, he does work with them Hades autocannons. I think the Predator's okay with the heavy bolters. The Hell Turkey was kind of useful, but I don't feel like the Zangors shouldn't have been in. I would have rather had a squad of 2 of Terminators. And this is only 1850 again, because this is all that I had access to with Bryn's Thousand Suns. Mm-hmm. I think there's obviously going to be stratagems that we've both missed. Mm-hmm. There's ones for Rubric Marines to reduce damage in the shooting phase, which is incredibly useful. Yeah. But when we were talking about building the list, you actually messaged me and said, I can't believe how much I'm getting for 1850 points.
I think from play, this was my main army in 8th. I have never played it in 9th. I've switched to Tyranids, but it's such a small elite army, and now I just feel like I've got infinite amount of ground troops. It's unbelievable. Mm-hmm. And I think, well, I could take something out, and I could put Venerable Dreads in and stuff like that. And even this is 1850, I could put even more. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean? And I could add something with some serious firepower, another squad. I think they're like a swarm army, honestly. They're like a little swarm of desert locusts or something.
Yeah, and I mean, even though I had the Helldrake, the Mauler Fiend, and the Predator, which are like toughness 7 things, you really didn't have a problem dealing with them.
No.
I think the increased damage on side weapons is incredibly useful.
It's because of weighted dice. Because the 4 shots per model.
I don't know the name of the squad, but you take a squad of 5 of them and you give 4 of them silencers. Is it Purgation squads?
I want to say, Purify squads, the
thingy,
and Purgation
imagine squads, casting the +1 damage on their silencers and getting, 6 shots, 8 shots per silencer? Mm-hmm. Yeah. At 2 damage each?
Yeah.
That would be, I think that I would like to see that, Carl.
Oh, well, I've got them.
Oh, okay. Excellent. Right. That was a brutal game.
I can bring Magnus now.
That was a brutal game.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. I did enjoy the Thousand Suns, but there's so many set of cards to keep track of.
It's mind-boggling.
Isn't it?
Oh, it's mind-boggling.
And then there's so many new stratagems, and everything that you know has changed. Like, you even mixed up First to the Fray.
Yeah.
Guys, if you're used to something in either of these 2 armies, scrap it and reread it.
It's a complete rework. They're not the same things anymore.
I don't know how you feel about the tides, but them Kabbalistic ritual points, man, they were so good.
Oh, yeah. Guaranteeing that you get spells off and all that sort of stuff, especially against Grey Knights, where that's your power to deny things. Oof.
Yeah, absolutely. So, thank you very much for watching, folks, and we'll see you again very soon.
See ya.